La verità di Allegri, the truth of Allegri. Guys, I was totally in shock, so totally surprised about the interview in Corriere della Sera by Mario Sconcerti about the words of Massimiliano Allegri. Was I shocked about the words? Some parts, probably, but especially about one thing. The fact that he was speaking. Because after Benfica, after the loss of Benfica, he said something totally right. He said, zitti e lavorare. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel. You heard about that interview of Massimiliano Allegri, we will speak about that. I have every single word of it, I already read it 3 times, 4 times, I underlined the important parts, we will translate it with the real words, what has been said, and we will give our opinion, so remain on the channel because it will be a big one, and we will take our time to understand these words. Why am I shocked and pissed off? Because he was right when he was saying that we have to stay silent and work. Only the facts will help, probably, the situation that we are in. Facts if they are done well, otherwise we continue to be in big problems. You know why? Because people at the moment, they are angry, correctly angry, because the performance are not there, the points are not there, 0 in Champions League, so people are angry. There is only one thing that is on social media, it's the hashtag Allegri out. We know it, everyone know it, whatever you do, whatever you say will be gone in a negative spiral. Everyone will see the bad in it, and it's correct at the moment because the vibes are negative. Yesterday there was a clip of a training, a pre-warm-up, a wake up, a muscular wake up. People were starting to criticizing it. There is no intensity, the players are lazy, the coach is not asking them to run in training, so how do you want them to run in real life? All these things, all these comments with a lot of likes, retweets, quote retweets, everyone is speaking about, criticizing. It's the moment. So whatever you do, it will be wrong. But when you are listening to an expert, for example, like Francesco Simone, a personal coach, a coach who is saying it's totally normal. Because like this, normally, in theory, you should avoid injuries. This is when you are playing every 3 days. You are doing that in that intensity. Probably, it's the wrong images that we are putting on YouTube. It can be, we should have maybe showed another part of the training where there is intensity, but you can't judge that moment saying this is how Juventus train because it's absolutely absurd. Guys, it is the moment. Whatever you do, it will be interpreted wrong. And that's why I'm pissed off with Allegri. Should never have spoken in that paper that we will analyze in a second. Yesterday, if you want to, FIFA 23 released the rating from the players of Juve, but also all the other players. Video is already out if you want. And if you are interested on who is the best player of FIFA 23, go and watch it. Another one is a Italian national team that released yesterday the people that were called up. Disgusting. Scandal. Perin, the most informed Italian goalkeeper, has not been called up. I don't know what he needs to do. 83% of saves since the beginning of the season. Only 3 goals conceded in Serie A for Perin. I don't know what he has to do because they are taking Provedel and Vicario. I have absolutely no idea where these guys are playing. I didn't even know they were goalkeepers. It is what it is. The other sad thing is that we have only 2 Juventus players, Bonucci and Gatti. Congratulations to them, but where are the other ones? I totally don't understand, and it's a situation that we are living at the moment. Another one, and then we go to the video and we start then with the words of Allegri. Cecilia Salvai, women, Juventus women, she was back for the first time after a really long injury. It's already the second long injury. They won versus Roma 1-0. She was crying in post-game after that 1-0 win. She was crying because she was happy. She was thankful to everyone that supported her and helped her. Why am I speaking about that? Just to tell you that football is the most important thing from the non-important things. Really important for us supporters, but also for them. Because players are also humans with emotions. They are feeling the moment. And I can tell you that at Juventus, nobody is happy of the situation. Management, technical staff, players, nobody, because they are feeling it. Guys, I don't know if you know, but Serie A is back with yesterday already a win 2-1 from Lecce versus Salernitana. No one gets you closer than OneFootball to Serie A. It is what it is. You saw it around the stadium. Every board is sponsored by OneFootball because they are official partner of Juventus, of Serie A in total. No one gets you closer than them to Serie A. I already told you about the digital video moments. If you want to own them, like I have the save of Perin in match day 1, and I missed that 3-0. I missed that 3-0 of Juventus in Sassuolo. Create your wallet and try your chance to have your moments for you from the past, from the present, and hopefully a lot of Juve moments from the future. The link is into the description. You can go for it, iOS, Android, you can do it with a computer. Do it now. We start with the words of Allegri, because a lot of journalists said, see Juve, yes Juve, you can get out of that really disaster moment. How? Like this. And you have a lot of people that are speaking. The thing is, every single person is giving another way. They are explaining another way of how coming out of that situation. For example, the director of Tuttosport is saying we have to run better and more. Only there the quality will emerge. Only if we run more and better, we will see some quality. There is Fabio Riva that is saying trust to Allegri, yes, but limited with a deadline. What about the salary of Allegri? We know it should not be a problem. If Juventus needs to sack Allegri, they should do it regardless of his salary. And you have a lot of opinion. We want to know the opinion of Massimiliano Allegri, the real one, in the Corriere della Sera by Mario Sconcerti. Una chiacchierata tra il tecnico della Juventus e Sconcerti. Ecco la verità di Max. Hear the truth of Max. It was not an interview. That's really important. It was not an interview. It was a dialogue between two persons that know each other since really long, a normal conversation that Mario Sconcerti, he decided to write down after, not immediately, not with notes. So probably there are some parts that are interpreted in a different way. Maybe he forgot some parts, maybe he changed some parts, but anyway, the core is there. The core is there, and that's really important. Why am I saying that it's a conversation? Because it's also written in that first page, that it's not an interview. That's important. Massimiliano Allegri is speaking about different topics. The mistakes. What about the mistakes? He's saying we are missing passes. You remember how many times I spoke about the pass accuracy? We are missing a lot of technical errors. We are doing a lot of technical errors. We are losing all the duels. Look at the duels percentage that we lost. We are not as good physical as the opponents. He's speaking about a lot, but really a lot of individual mistakes. This is what he's saying. It's true, it's correct, we all saw them. But what I'm missing here is the accountability of Massimiliano Allegri. I don't see here a solution. I see mistakes, and what he's saying is correct. We saw it. But I don't see here the words of Allegri. He's continuing with La Juve titolare, the starting Juve. And he's saying, I'm asking myself a lot of time, am I doing mistakes? Did I do some mistakes? And we don't have the answer. I don't see a yes. I don't see a no. If it was a no, we knew his opinion. If it was a yes, we knew his opinion. There is no answer. He's asking himself if he did some mistake. He's not answering. What is the answer? He's saying, the first answer that comes to my mind is that Juve was taught in a total other way in the beginning of the season. Before, in the pre-season, in USA, it was a Juve that was taught in a total different way. Who was the midfield? It was Pogba, Rabiot, and Paredes. Up front, Chiesa, Di Maria, Dusan Vlahovic. Is not speaking about the defense at the moment. He will come back on that. With Locatelli being the first one to enter. The first sub is Locatelli. Now, I try to understand it. Of course, he's also saying that there is no push. There is no push from the fullbacks. There is no push. He's speaking about Cuadrado, that is actually out of energy because he spent so much in the last year. He's not even mentioning Alexandro, but we know it. He's saying there are no energies on the fullback. Now, speaking and coming back on the midfield, I don't understand. Because if your plan was, in the beginning, Rabiot, Pogba, Paredes, I'm asking yourself, why was Rabiot about to leave for Manchester United? Because if your plan was Rabiot as a starter, you like him or not, it's another problem. He will come back on Rabiot. Why was he a starter? Why? Then Paredes was not there. He arrived in the last days of Mercato, one day before the end of the Mercato. What if he didn't join? What if he didn't join? Pogba, we knew that he was injured immediately. Chiesa, I don't even know why we are mentioning Chiesa. The starting Juve, the dream, the ideal Juve is beautiful, is strong. We totally understand that you have another idea. I can understand it. But really soon we knew that Juve didn't exist. So we had to find a solution. And that's why I'm a bit annoyed with the words of Allegri. The personality, we spoke about that, the grinta. We are missing something. Mental, he's saying we are missing something. We are stopping too soon. And here for the first time in the interview he's saying, this is my task. This is on me. And we are working on it every single day. This is what I appreciate from that interview. A lot of people are saying he never said it's my fault, it's my responsibility. Here, in that part, he's saying the DNA, the grinta, the will, it's my work and we are working on it every single day. But he's finishing with molti errori però sono tecnici. But a lot of mistakes are technical. I don't know if it's Mario Sconcerti that added that sentence taken out of concept or not. But what I'm reading is that. Mercato in ritorno. He's saying I'm happy with the Mercato. I'm really happy with the Mercato. The team, Juve management, did really well. The problem is we don't have the players that we bought, like Di Maria, like Pogba, like Chiesa. He's saying we don't have them. Look at Inter, look at Milan. If you take away 5 players of them, they will struggle. I understand. I agree. He's also adding that Chiesa and Pogba will be back in January, but we don't know how they will come back, what they will be able to give immediately in January. He's already speaking about January, that he doesn't know how they will be. We can have a problem there. What about the game? The playing style. He's saying the quality, but this is something that we already knew since really long about Massimiliano Allegri. The gaming style, he's saying la qualità sta sempre nei giocatori. The quality is always in the players, not in the formation, not in the way of playing. The schemes. Saying no, it's the quality of the players. At the moment, I have half of the team that is out, so it's difficult. I am a coach that is adapting the formation to the player that I have at disposal, not the way around. It's not that I'm putting a formation and whoever we have as player, they have to adapt. No, it's the way around. This is Massimiliano Allegri. It's not something new. We already knew. But he's saying the problem today, we already spoke about it with Rui Costa after Juve Benfica. I could have spoken with him for hours, for days, for years, because it was a beautiful football conversation. He's saying we are praising young players, old players, whatever, players that are doing a normal vertical pass. We are already putting them as fenomeno. And maybe we are going too fast, because these kind of normal things should be the standard in football, but today we are praising them too much and the players start to believe that they arrived already. And this is not normal, so we have to calm down. This is what he's saying in the interview, but he's continuing to say that at the moment the players, they are just players that are listening and they are doing what the coach is saying, but none of them are thinking anymore. We are going towards an era where players are not thinking and not interpreting the game. They are just listening and going. This is written in the Corriere dello Sport. They are not my words. It's written there. He's saying, oggi non so nemmeno la squadra che giocherà contro il Monza, partita solo da vincere. He's saying, I don't know yet now how much players I will have at disposal, which players I will have at disposal for Monza. One thing is sure, we have to win. And then the last part of that interview, I rimpianti, the one that is actually regretting. What is he regretting? What is he sad about? He's saying the 2-0 of Locatelli versus Roma, because we deserved that goal, we deserved that win. Canceling that 2-0, it's something that is still here. I'm regretting it, because with all the difficulties we have in the world, we would have been there. On top nearly of Serie A. I'm not even speaking about Salernitana. This is what he's saying. The surprises, he's speaking really well about Bremer, how strong Bremer is. Also about Milik. He was expecting a lot from Milik, and Milik is already giving him that back. And then he's saying about Rabiot. I am missing Rabiot a lot, he's saying, because he's doing per game 13, 14 great things. I know that he's under discussion, that's what he's saying, and that we are always discussing about Rabiot, but what he's offering on the field is phenomenal, and that's what he needs. Rabiot, he has technique and physicality combined. What about the future? The future is saying we have to win versus Lisbona in their home, we have to win 2 times versus Maccabi Haifa, and then watching what will happen. I'm sad that he's not speaking about winning or trying to win versus Paris Saint-Germain. He's not mentioning it in the interview in the dialogue. Inter is the strongest one of Serie A. This is what he's saying. Even if they are already missing Perisic, and we see it a lot, Gosens is not at a level. I'm interpreting that he's not speaking about Gosens, but he's speaking about Perisic. He's saying that they are the strongest one, and then he's speaking about Milan that has 2 exceptional players like Leao and like Theo Hernandez. Speaking about Leao, he's saying we are coming back to what I'm repeating since the beginning of our conversation. In today's world, we need 2 things: technicality and physicality. Leao is a player that have both of them. We are strong. We are a strong team if we have everyone in our team together. I hope that we can speak about something else when we will speak together the next times. These are the words of Massimiliano Allegri, a long interview. What I am interpreting here is that for the first time I see a Massimiliano Allegri probably in difficulty, that is using a lot the words we are missing these players, these players, these players. They made mistakes. The technical mistakes, the players are not thinking alone, they are not interpreting, they are not taking initiatives, they listen to what has been said, and if there is not a clear plan, they have some difficulties. I hear a lot. Max, you are not new in football, you said it yourself in that interview, you have to fix it, you have to fix it. There is a lot of things. I was not expecting that interview, but now that you spoke and I interpret it with my own words, you have to fix it, Max. Gazzetta dello Sport is speaking about La Juve si è rotta, Juventus has been broken. Tutto Sport is going with Di Maria. Il mondiale è a Monza. Di Maria, the World Cup is in Monza. At the moment, we missed a lot of Di Maria. We saw some flashes like Sassuolo. He will have to show in Monza which Di Maria is, because he will start 4-3-3. This is the lineup that has been predicted, with Fagioli instead of Miretti, with Di Maria that is there. There is a duel between Kostic and Moiskin. Please, I hope it's Kostic. Then they will go with national team. They will breathe new air, fresh air, and they will come back. Play Kostic, play Di Maria. I'm happy with Fagioli. I'm happy with Miretti. If it's that a case in the middle of the field, go and win. Corriere dello Sport is speaking about Milan-Napoli that will be played this weekend. Big game. And Massimo Mauro said Milan versus Napoli, no VAR. Why? Because he's asking to VR to not ruin a beautiful game as Milan-Napoli could be. Guys, it was a really long video. There will be, in a few minutes, the press conference before Monza Juve from Massimiliano Allegri. If something special is coming out, maybe Allegri will say, no, that interview, that dialogue is not true. I will come back and I will tell you. In the meanwhile, grazie, forza, Juve.